Good evening. Welcome to Primetime News on TV1. I'm Piruni Karunaratna. As always, we're coming to you live from our Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. Here are tonight's top stories. All eyes on the stage as 72nd Miss World Grand Finale begins. Anudhi Gunasekara graces the global stage with the blessings of 22 million Sri Lankans. Heavy rains affect 13 districts, 14 injured, 3 fishermen swept away at sea, rescued. Rain and wind conditions to ease from tomorrow. Avoid going out to sea, Met Department warns. Names of local government members gazetted. Assets of 15 organizations and 117 individuals remain frozen. Trump doubles tariff rate on steel and aluminium imports from 25 to 50%. And in our top story this evening, the grand finale of the 72nd Miss World pageant commenced this evening in the vibrant city of Hyderabad, India. With grace, confidence and hopes of an entire nation, Sri Lanka's Anudhi Gunasekara stepped onto the global stage, proudly representing our motherland, carrying with her the heartfelt blessings of 22 million people. The grand finale of the Miss World pageant began today at 6:30 p.m. Sri Lankan time at the Hyderabad International Convention Centre in India. The event is co-hosted by Stephanie Del Barge, Miss World 2016 and renowned Indian presenter Sachin Kumbar. Adding glamour to the evening, Jacqueline Fernandez, Sri Lanka's former Miss Universe contestant and Bollywood star, took the stage alongside popular actor Ishan Khattar for special performance. The 72nd edition of Miss World was held across India over the past month under various themes, with 108 contestants from around the globe now competing for the coveted crown. Representing Sri Lanka is Anudhi Gunasekara, who has captured global attention throughout the pageant with her exceptional talent and poise. At just 25 years old, Anudhi has already set new records for Sri Lanka at the Miss World competition, a remarkable achievement.
Sabba papasa akarana, kusalasa upasampada, sachitta pariyodapana, etam buddhana sasana. These inspiring words are from Dhammapada.
Tonight, all 108 finalists were introduced on stage. The first selection narrowed the group to the top 40, of which 18 had already secured places based on their performances in recent thematic events. The remaining 22 spots will be filled based on personal interviews, with 10 contestants each selected from 4 continental groupings: Asia and Oceania, the Americas and Caribbean, Europe and Africa. From these 40, 20 semi-finalists will be chosen, followed by 8 finalists and then the top 4, 1 from each continent. These final 4 will face a question from the judging panel, which includes Julia Morley, chair of the Miss World organization, Christina Piskova, reigning Miss World, Karina Terrell, Miss England 2014, businesswoman Sudha Reddy, and Indian actor Sonu Sood. Following their responses, the 72nd Miss World will be crowned. The winner will be announced by Julia Morley, and Christina Piskova will ceremoniously pass the crown. Just hours before the grand finale, Anudhi shared a heartfelt note on her Facebook page, saying no words could fully express her gratitude for the love, support and encouragement she has received. She added that more than ever, she is determined to make her homeland proud on the world stage. Moments ago, the names of the Miss World quarter-finalists were officially announced, and while Sri Lanka was not among them, one name has already made a lasting impact in the hearts of an entire nation. Anudi's journey on the Miss World stage has been nothing short of extraordinary. With grace, strength and unwavering spirit, she represented Sri Lanka with pride, elegance and purpose. Anudi, in the hearts of your fellow Sri Lankans, you are already a true queen. From all of us at Newsfirst, we thank you for carrying our flag with dignity and passion, and we wish you nothing but the very best on the incredible path ahead. Your story has inspired an entire generation. Let's move on to more local news now. Due to the strong winds and heavy rainfall experienced in Sri Lanka, 7,236 individuals belonging to 1,962 families have been affected in 14 districts across the island. According to the Disaster Management Centre, 147 people are currently being sheltered in 3 designated safe locations. Let's now cross over to Vinuji Senaviratna reporting from the Newsfirst Weather Centre.
Over the past few days and continuing on to today, Sri Lanka has been experiencing intense rainfall and strong winds across many parts of the island, affecting a large number of people. According to reports, around 13 districts have been impacted by the heavy rain. Now, both the Department of Meteorology and the Disaster Management Centre have confirmed that along with the rainfall, strong winds have swept across the country, leading to power outages in several areas. The most affected districts include Putlam, Hambantota, Galle, Kalutara, Colombo, Gampaha, Ratnapura, Kegol, Kandy, Badulla, Nuwara, Mana and Jaffna. In the Colombo district, continuous tree falls due to strong winds have caused power disruptions. However, the Ceylon Electricity Board has announced that power supply has now been restored in the affected areas. There have also been multiple reports of fallen trees, damage to houses and other property, and various other incidents caused by severe weather. So now let's take a closer look at a detailed report on the current situation.
The severe winds that swept through Colombo and its suburbs yesterday evening were captured on a mobile phone. A video of a man being rescued after being caught in the wind in Kolpiti is making rounds on social media. In Madula, Balanguda, a tree fell on a restaurant early this morning, injuring 7 people. After being admitted to the Balanguda Base Hospital, 2 of them were transferred to the Ratnapura Provincial General Hospital. Several vehicles parked in front of the restaurant were also damaged in the incident. Meanwhile, 2 fishermen who went missing at sea off Trincomalee on the afternoon of the 28th of May as a result of adverse weather conditions were rescued this morning after several days at sea. Later, the 2 fishermen and their vessel were brought back to Trincomalee by noon today. They said that the vessel encountered a technical failure and drifted seaward. A fisherman who went missing at sea yesterday afternoon near the China Bay was rescued safely by the Navy at noon today. The rescue followed a report made by the missing fisherman's relatives earlier this morning. Meanwhile, the body of a missing fisherman was found floating near the Galle harbour. According to the police, the man had been preparing to go out to sea from the Hikkadua fishing harbour on the night of the 29th of May. Due to the windy weather conditions, he had not gone out to sea and was reportedly sleeping on the boat when he was swept overboard by strong winds. The deceased was a 42-year-old resident of Egudavatta, Hikkadua. In the face of the prevailing adverse weather conditions, the Dondra coastline in Mathura in the southern province has become extremely rough. Although warnings have been issued against venturing into the sea, some fishermen were seen doing so. Strong winds caused damage to 2 houses in the Densinti estate in Navalapitiya. 2 children were injured and are currently receiving treatment in hospital. In the Hatton Norwood area, a tree fell onto a bus. No injuries were reported. A part of an old building in Pilimathalava collapsed onto a 3-wheeler, resulting in minor injuries to 1 person. A tree fell on a motor vehicle due to strong winds. A coconut tree fell on a house in Rathamba, Uvaparanagama last night, injuring a 5-year-old child who was admitted to the Valimada Base Hospital. 2 other individuals sustained minor injuries. In Palagala, Manerua and Vambatuava areas in Anuradhapura, strong winds early this morning damaged several houses and power lines. As a result, there were power outages in these areas. A tree fell onto a house in Mapalagama, Gaul due to strong winds last night. On the Gaul main road near the Naguda Junior School in Mapalagama, a fallen tree obstructed vehicular movement. In Galagama in Uvaparanagama Badulla, 2 houses were damaged due to yesterday evening's strong winds and 1 person was injured. Power lines were damaged in Ulapane on the Kandy Hatton main road due to last night's strong winds. Our Newsfirst correspondent said that electricity supply in the area has also been disrupted. In Markanda South on the Galaboda main road in Navalapitiya, a tree fell damaging nearby power lines. A tree fell onto a house in Hinguragoda, Polonnaruwa. Due to the strong winds, power infrastructure in Deke Kanu, Polonnaruwa was also damaged. In the Balapite area of Ambalangoda, strong winds damaged several houses and power lines. Due to strong winds, 3 houses were damaged in Dehigasthalava, Balangoda. Due to ongoing weather conditions, fishermen at the Rathgama fishing harbour in Gaul did not go out to sea today.
The Ceylon Electricity Board says that more than 61,000 power outages have been reported in Sri Lanka within a 43-hour period ending at 3 p.m. today due to the heavy rains and strong winds affecting several regions of the country. CEB spokesman Engineer Dhammika Wimalaratne said that power supply has already been restored to 23,227 of the affected locations. The highest number of power outages has been recorded in the western and central provinces. Wimalaratne also said that a continuous operation is underway to restore electricity to the remaining affected areas. He emphasized that special attention is being given to essential services, including hospitals, during the restoration efforts. On a typical day, the number of reported power outages in the country is around 4,500.
The Ministry of Defence says that the President has allocated 1 billion rupees to support initial compensation efforts for homes damaged by the recent strong winds. According to KG Dharmathilaka, Additional Secretary of the Disaster Management Division, compensation of up to 2.5 million rupees will be granted for homes that are completely destroyed, while partial damages will be compensated based on the severity of the destruction. In addition, the government will provide 1 million rupees in compensation for each person who dies as a result of disasters. The same amount will be granted to those who suffer permanent disabilities due to the adverse weather conditions.
We
have received reports of nearly 35 fallen trees in the Colombo district. Due to the heavy rains and strong winds, 4,623 people across 104 divisional secretariat divisions in 13 districts have been affected so far. 2 safety centres are currently operating in Norelia. The total number of families in the safe centre is approximately 30, including 129 individuals. A total of 58 people from 13 families are temporarily staying with relatives. Additionally, 129 people from Thalawakele have been temporarily relocated to the Carlton Tamil School. 9 people from Norwood have also been temporarily relocated to the Dikoya Cultural Centre due to strong winds in the Norelia district.
පුද්ගලයන් 9 දෙනෙක් తాවකාලිකව අපි ඉවත් කළා තියෙනවා දික්කොයි සංස්කෘතික මධ්‍යස්ථානයේ.
The landslide warnings issued for several divisional secretariat divisions in 5 districts remain in effect due to heavy rainfall. Accordingly, warnings have been issued for Baddegama in the Galle district, Gangahelakorale in the Kandy district and Arunayaka divisional secretariat in the Kegal district. The National Building Research Organisation said that landslide warnings are also in effect for the divisional secretariats of Kiriyalla in the Ratnapura district and Ambagamua and Norwood in the Norelia district.
What is the expected weather condition?
Rainy conditions are expected to continue over the southwestern parts of the island. Intermittent showers or thunder showers may occur, especially in the western, Sabaragamu, central and northwestern provinces, as well as in the Galle and Mathura districts. Heavy rainfall exceeding 75 mm is likely in some areas of the western and Sabaragamu provinces, as well as in the Kandy, Norelia, Galle and Mathura districts.
Will the strong winds continue?
Yes, similar to the past few days, strong winds are expected to persist across the island today. Winds of around 50 km per hour are likely in the western, Sabaragamu, central, southern, northern and north-central provinces, as well as in the Trincomalee district. We continue to urge the public to remain vigilant regarding these conditions.
What is the situation in coastal areas?
Scattered showers are possible along the coastal regions from Mannar to Colombo and from Galle to Hambantota. We especially urge fishing and naval communities to be cautious of the prevailing wind conditions, specifically those operating in sea areas from Chilau to Kankasanture via Putlam and Mannar, and from Galle to Pothuil via Hambantota should avoid both deep and shallow sea activities for now. In addition, in sea areas from Chilau to Colombo via Galle and from Kankasanture to Trincomalee and Batiklo, wind speeds could reach 50 to 60 km per hour. These areas may become rough from time to time. Small fishing vessels are advised to delay operations today as well.
When will the heavy rains subside?
We expect these conditions to gradually ease. Both rainfall and strong winds over the island and surrounding seas are likely to reduce to a significant degree starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, President Anurakumara Dissanayake attended the Build Sri Lanka International Housing and Construction Exhibition today.
The Build Sri Lanka exhibition, the country's premier international housing and construction exhibition, commenced yesterday at the Sirimava Bandaranaike Memorial Exposition Centre in Colombo. Organized by the Chamber of Construction Industry of Sri Lanka, this year marks the 20th edition of this event. President Anurakumara Dissanayake visited the exhibition this morning.
The Chief Operating Officer of Euro Motors Private Limited.
During his visit to the exhibition stalls, the President engaged with exhibitors, inquired about their products and services, and also interacted with members of the public attending the event. The President also presented commemorative tokens to the institutions sponsoring the exhibition. The event was attended by several dignitaries including Jayantha Perera, the Chairman of the Chamber of Construction Industry of Sri Lanka. Featuring approximately 280 stalls, the exhibition offers visitors the opportunity to explore new innovations and modern technological practices in the housing and construction sector. The notable feature this year is the participation of several international stalls. The exhibition is scheduled to conclude tomorrow.
A strong steel industry is not just a matter of dignity or prosperity and pride. It's above all a matter of national security.
A special Gazette notification has been issued by Secretary of Defence, retired Air Vice Marshal Sampath Tuyakunta, ordering the freezing of assets belonging to certain organisations and individuals. The Gazette notification has ordered the freezing of assets belonging to 15 organisations and 117 individuals. According to the Ministry of Defence, the directive includes the suspension of bank accounts, immovable and movable assets linked to those named. The action was taken under the powers vested by law to curb financing and support of terrorist activities. This updated Gazette serves as a revision of the earlier list issued on the 21st of March 2014. It introduces 8 new individuals identified as being involved in terrorist activities, while some names previously listed have been removed based on new intelligence or developments. The most recent prior amendment to the list was published on the 20th of February 2025. Drug trafficker Jai Singha Arachige Hemanta alias Batalahin Mahatya has been remanded until the 12th of June. He was remanded after being produced before the Vallabhaya Magistrates Court. Following an investigation by the Police Illegal Assets and Property Investigation Division regarding the suspect, it was revealed that the suspect had illegally acquired several assets which have now been frozen. Accordingly, a pharmacy operated in front of the Ambilipitiya Hospital under the suspect's wife's name has also been shut down. Its value exceeds 30 million rupees. In addition, a hotel valued at approximately 70 million rupees near the Chandrika Reservoir in Ambilipitiya associated with the suspect has also been included among the assets that were frozen. The police said that further investigations are underway against the suspect in accordance with the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. The suspect, aged 52, is a resident of Arambekema in Hambegamur, Thanamalvilla. Media Director of the Archdiocese of Colombo, Reverend Father Jude Krishanta Fernando, says that legal action against those responsible for the Easter Sunday attacks must be expedited.
මේ ආණ්ඩුව පත්වෙද්දී අපිට ඇහුණා පාස්කු ඉර්දුන ප්‍රහාරයේ වින්දිතීන්ට සාධාරණත්වය ඉෂ්ට කරනවායි කියලා.
When the government came into power, we heard them say that justice would be served for the victims of these Sunday attacks. And honestly, after they assumed office, we did see some investigations taking place, reopening of suppressed inquiries and even launching of new ones. These investigations are ongoing. However, the concern we Catholics have at this moment is that to this day we have not seen those who are accused being brought before the law. That is a shortcoming. We are not here to criticize the president or the government over that. Rather, we are pointing it out with the hope that the government will act. While we are somewhat satisfied that investigations are progressing, we have yet to see clear legal action against the accused. No punishments have been handed down. Recently, we have seen individuals who committed crimes 5, 6, even 10 or 15 years ago being brought back to court and even given heavy punishments. We are not happy that anyone is being punished. But we do appreciate that the government has stated these punishments are not just for justice in the present, but also to send a message to future generations and upcoming politicians that corruption and misconduct will not be tolerated. That is a good move. We support that. That is how things should be. In the same way, from the beginning, we have asked the accused in these Sunday attacks be punished, not out of our vengeance, not because we cannot forgive them, not because we want them executed. Our request is made respectfully. We urge this government and our president to expedite the legal process and bring the accused to justice. This is not a statement made in hatred. We genuinely want to see a healthier, more ethical political culture in this country. We do not want to continue a political tradition where people gain or maintain power by killing others and then sweeping those deaths under the rug. That culture must change. The practice of inflicting suffering on others in order to gain or hold on to power must also end. That is why we continue to appeal to this government and to the President. Please act quickly and bring justice to the victims of the Easter Sunday attacks.
සාධාරණත්වය ඉෂ්ට කිරීමේ පිළිබඳව නීති කටයුතු කඩිනම් කරන්නට කියලා.
Reverend Father Jude Krishanta Fernando made these remarks while attending the launch event of the Sirasa newspaper by the National Catholic Writers Organization.
Far from the city noise, under a mango tree, children turn broken desks into a stage. They sing, they dance, they try. No bright lights, no big crowds, just a small school and big dreams. Change is coming. An open-air stage for the Kattaragama Primary School. Gamatha, for the people, by the people.
Welcome back. An extraordinary gazette notification has been issued containing the lists of elected members for local government bodies.
Out of the 339 local government bodies, at least 50% power has been secured by a political party or independent group in 161. In 178 local government bodies, no party or independent group has managed to secure complete victory. The Minister of Local Government had issued a gazette notification ordering the establishment of local government bodies on the 2nd of June. Therefore, under this situation, we can proceed with 161 local government bodies. Also, for the remaining 178 local government bodies, the names that have been submitted by the political parties and independent groups have been gazetted. Accordingly, they will be able to be part of the process of selecting their chairperson, deputy chairperson, mayor or deputy mayor.
Newsfirst with the people.
Meanwhile, a high-level discussion between a delegation of the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company and top Sri Lankan government officials was held today.
A high-level delegation between representatives of the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company along with Minister of Power and Energy Kumar Jayakodi and Minister of Labour and Deputy Minister of Economic Development Anil Jayanta Fernando was held at the Presidential Secretariat. During the meeting, discussions were held on identifying supply and investment prospects in the petroleum industry between the two nations and initiating groundwork for potential joint projects. The discussions also focused on forming a long-term agreement to supply crude oil to Sri Lanka at a fair price, improving the country's oil refinery capacity and strengthening its position in the regional petroleum market. Also in attendance were Khalid Nazar Al Amiri, the ambassador of the United Arab Emirates to Sri Lanka, along with Abdullah Al Kubaisi, Senior Vice President, Crude and Condensate at ADNOC, and other senior executives from the company.
The Sri Lanka-China Business Cooperation Council officially relaunched its prestigious Business Star Awards 2025 in Colombo. Themed Forging New Frontiers, celebrating excellence in Sri Lanka-China partnership, the Business Star Awards 2025 aims to honour outstanding Sri Lankan businesses and individuals contributing to trade, investment and collaboration with China. After a pause since 2018, this year's event returns with greater reach and recognition. Awards will be presented across 5 categories, offering opportunities for businesses of all sizes and sectors.
Business Star Awards is relaunched with a new face, with a new focus. It comes with a new face and effect as well. And also, we have expanded our sphere of recognition, where we have brought in a few more new categories into it, like, for example, SMEs and small and medium businesses coming into the picture, where we definitely believe recognizing and also assisting the entities of this nature holds much more value for the future in the trade lane. As Sri Lanka-China Business Cooperation Council, we are very keen to add our value addition into the trade lane, whereas we've been tying up with multiple government and foreign entities right across the years. And I think we have done quite well for the last 3 years, where our collaborations, affiliations with multiple CCPITs, local associations, and associations in China as well has been pretty much active. We signed up with the CCPIT of Beijing, which is the key CCPIT in China. That is this year.
The Grand Awards night is set for the 28th of November 2025. US President Donald Trump has announced that tariffs on imported aluminium and steel to the United States will be increased to 50%. Now, foreign media reported that it was a doubling of the previous tariff rate. President Donald Trump has announced the US will double its current tariff rate on steel and aluminium imports from 25% to 50% starting on Wednesday. Speaking at a rally in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Trump said the move would help boost the local steel industry and national supply while reducing reliance on China.
We are going to be imposing a 25% increase. We're going to bring it from 25% to 50%, the tariffs on steel into the United States of America, which will even further secure the steel industry in the United States. Nobody's going to get around that. If you don't have steel, you don't have a country. You don't have a country. You can't make a military. What are we going to do? Say, let's go to China to get our steel for the army tanks and for the boats and ships. A strong steel industry is not just a matter of dignity or prosperity and pride. It's above all a matter of national security, and it is.
The announcement is the latest turn in Trump's rollercoaster approach to tariffs since re-entering office in January. US steel manufacturing has been declining in recent years, and China, India and Japan have pulled ahead as the world's top producers. Roughly a quarter of all steel used in the US is imported, and the country's reliance on Mexican and Canadian steel has angered Trump. The announcement comes amid a court battle over the legality of some of Trump's global tariffs, which an appeals court has allowed to continue after the Court of International Trade ordered the administration to halt the taxes. Oscar-nominated film director Deepa Mehta conducted a masterclass for the Sri Lankan film industry yesterday.
A special screening of internationally acclaimed filmmaker Deepa Mehta's movie documentary I Am Sirasa was showcased yesterday.
ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਮੇਰੀ ਲਾਈਫ 'ਚ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਆਈ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਗਈ
I have the absolute pleasure of screening our film I Am Sirasa for the amazing National Film Corporation. It's been a wonderful screening. It's a film that's very close to my heart. It's a documentary that's about a trans woman who is actually born as a man and her journey.
The screening was followed by a masterclass discussing the innovative realm of small screen filmmaking.
Great. It wasn't that. It was trying to get
Dharma Yuddha, a film that captured the hearts of audiences across an entire nation. Now, Sirasa TV is getting ready to bring to you the much anticipated sequel to this beloved cinematic masterpiece. Filming for this new chapter officially began today.
The first Dharma Yuddha film, which shattered box office records and captured the hearts of audiences across Sri Lanka, is now making way for a much anticipated sequel. Filming for Dharma Yuddha 2 officially began today in the scenic town of Ukuwela in Matale. Veteran actor Bimal Jayakodi plays the lead role in this sequel.
We are working tirelessly, myself, director Aruna Javardhana, Channa and the whole team, to bring you a film that is on par with or even better than the first Dharma Yuddha. It is going to be a powerful, artistic and creative experience. Stay with us. You'll be able to see Dharma Yuddha 2 very soon.
The film also features a stellar cast including Sanath Gunatilaka, Douglas Ranasinghe, Buddhadasa Vitanarachi, Kusum Renu and Dilhani Ashokamala, among others. Dharma Yuddha 2 is directed by Aruna Jayawardena with a screenplay by Sunit Malinga Lukuheva and is presented as a Sirasa production.
Filming for Dharma Yuddha 2 began today here in Ukuwela, Matale. For the next 20 days, we will be shooting continuously in the area. With a beautiful storyline set in this beautiful region, we are excited to bring Dharma Yuddha 2 to audiences once again.
The Voice Sri Lanka Season 3, the quarter-final round of this international reality experience brought to you by Sirasa TV, began at 8:30 p.m. today. Taking the stage in tonight's thrilling live rounds are Team Supun and Team Hiroshi, ready to battle it out for the place in the next stage of the competition. We'll leave you tonight with an update from Julia Sonali, who is all set to bring to us the details of this exciting evening from our Stein studios in Ratmalana. Good night.
Welcome to the Voice Sri Lanka quarter-finals. Hope you're all having a great time watching the grand quarter-finals. And here I am to do a little reminder. As you all know, two teams performing on the Voice Sri Lanka stage for quarter-finals. I am here to do the reminder about the votings. Let's start with voting numbers. Voting number 1, Kana. Voting number 2, Imesh. Voting number 3, Madhu Shankar. Voting number 4, Hershey. Then again, voting number 5, Ashen. Voting number 6, Mihidun. Voting number 7, Siyumi. Voting number 8, Lizara. Don't wait for so long. Spread some love. Do your voting. Stevie, space, any voting number as you preferred and send it to 7788. We all are excited here to share each and every detail of yours. This is none other than the Voice Sri Lanka quarter finals.